Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Warrant connects Atlanta rapper Lil Baby to the murders of two 13-year-olds in the Oakland City neighborhood last summer.
Atlanta police announced 7 arrests today in connection with the teens' deaths, along with the shooting of a 12-year-old. Atlanta News First Madeline Montgomery is live tonight outside Atlanta Police Headquarters. So, Madeline, police believe this stemmed from an incident during a rap music video?
That's right, and they wouldn't name the rapper in the news conference today, but they did name him in this arrest warrant, Dominique Jones, who goes by Lil Baby, and they say they are working around the clock until they can arrest him too.
We over here kicking it. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. Pull up, baby. Lil Baby just pulled up on us. You know, we doing it big around this month.
Wow. Hey, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Man, well, you know, here we go again. I'm hearing rumors, like I said, allegedly that the feds have picked up Lil Baby, is what I'm hearing. Definitely know the warrant went out today. I don't think he's one that was going to try to run or anything. So I'm pretty sure that they have him in custody, is what I'm hearing. Like I said, that's allegedly. But I got OG PIRU. What's going on, baby, man? You hearing all this, man? It's going crazy.
Man, yeah, that's tough. Yeah, they talking about it in Atlanta pretty tough. How these gangsters are starting to invade the cities, and with this rap stuff is starting to overpower neighborhoods. That's sad.
Wow. What's disturbing to me, and as I think about this, is even though, the worst thing is that the boys ended up getting killed. But what I'm looking at is it's not going to be easy to, if you get a lawyer, this is not going to be easy to pin this on Lil Baby if there's some type of, if it's, unless in his guys or something that are saying that he told them to do it or something. It goes back to depending on what these people say, these 7 people say that they're arresting, is how they're going to try to lock this in. I don't know how they're going to do it, but, I can see a RICO. I can feel a RICO coming on just to try to figure out a way to, really put a person in a situation where they can't get out of it. Anything with 3 people or more, you start to see that conspiracy, theft ring, all that different stuff comes into play. OG, what do you think about this?
Well, and that's exactly right what you're saying. With him being a public figure and his, like I said, we say allegedly because I wasn't there, but I understand from the residents of Atlanta, he aspired to claim to be from a certain gang culture. Okay. And with that gang culture, just his acknowledgement saying that he was one of them, that gives him a RICO, and that gives him probable cause. And no, that's not going to be that hard, because once you got a dead body, bro, all they have to do is show the pictures, and 12 people are not going to look on this. Just not a passerby. This is a great influencer for the youth culture. And for him to put somebody else in, they look at it that he's put them in that position, knowing that he went to a rival gang territory to shoot a video. He is technically responsible in the court of law.
Wow. And like I said, I think it goes back to something that you shared with me a while back, and it's something that goes, and I'm definitely not trying to sidestep the fact of 2 kids getting killed, right? But I am saying that if you're going to get him, make sure you get him right. You know what I mean? And if with unity, you would force justice to make sure you get it right. But a lot of times it's an uphill battle when it comes to our justice system. You have to fight to get back your rights after you're being, like Diddy, locked up now. Like, once they get you, now you got to climb this hill to try to get out of the hole that they put you in, and then place yourself in front of a jury. And it's crazy to me because they have a heck of that. You see, the smear campaign starts early on in the process.
But see, the sad part about that is the smear campaign is us not doing something to somebody else. It's us doing it to us.
Right, I agree.
So when these deaths and these tragedies, it ain't like, it was like 13 clear people that fell dead. These are young black boys. Our own tribe killing our tribe. And what's justice about that? In Africa, back in the days of Africa, if you took a life, they strapped that dead body on your back and wrapped the body, and you had to walk around and sleep and carry that dead body until either you died or the rigor mortis took it away. So these are some of the penalties that need to go back in effect for us killing us.
Wow, I agree with that 100%, OG. I really do. Like I said, it's a shame, and like I said, senseless killings, man. These kids, man. If it ain't the cops killing us, it's us killing us. It's always something going down when it come down to when you look like us. I gotta say that because through my experience is what I see so much of is us doing it to ourselves. And it's just tough, man, to see, to see little baby, in the situation with the opportunities that he could open up, and he probably have opened up some, but this is going to cover up a bunch of stuff that he's already been involved in,
Yeah, I mean, and it's sad that he didn't have any advisement. They say old men for counsel, young men for war. And he didn't have anybody with any ground intellect to say, maybe that's not a good position. Let's take it to a studio. And white folks make props. They don't be in your hood. They make a prop looking like Boys in the Hood wasn't in Compton. It was in Universal Studios, but it looked good, huh?
Right.
So it's so sad that, like you just said, the cops killing us, Mexicans killing us, everybody killing us, and us killing us. But when it comes to us supposed to kill somebody else, we'll preach, we'll march, we'll pray, but we'll never fight for ourselves.
Wow. That is just, like I said.
I'm sorry that you go ahead.
I just say it's sad for not only for those kids in the morning, and they definitely deserve justice, but it's like you're not gonna be able to bring them back. But the parents, I'm pretty sure if it was my daughter or my son, I would be trying to understand what happened and who caused it, and I would be I would be pretty much gung ho to figure it out. I would not stop till I figured out what happened and why. If I had 2 13-year-olds in the front of my house playing or something, I don't know the situation, but in them streets and what all this stuff you see in these neighborhoods, to be honest with you, you and I both know that probably ain't the case. They probably was out there for the festivities to try to see little baby, or try to see the video, or try to see some celebrity that might be out there, or just because they homeboys or somebody might have been in the video. You don't know, but at the end of the day, man, it's tough. And like I said, you can't bring those two back. But little baby definitely catching one on this one. He can't catch. You see, they named him in the warrant. They got the paperwork out now.
Got his out of 7. They only named him.
That's right.
Out of 7, they said they arrested 7, but his name was the only one. So he's going to be the head of the conspiracy.
Correct. That's where you get the money. Now it always go back to the money. You've told me that several times. So I believe it always go back to the money. I think that they're going to try to pinpoint the person with the money that can pay the lawyer the most, that pretty much can pay to push it, right. Even if it had to go to a trial, that can slide, even hit some pockets of some high officials and justice providers in that area. To be honest with you, and I know that underhanded stuff is going on all the while these things are happening. You know that, right?
Now let me say this. Now, I wasn't there, allegedly, but I had information today that little babies had nothing to do with what happened to the children. But now you don't know what you're talking about. They gonna be telling you this. But I understood that he paid for the 2 kids' funerals.
Wow. So you understand that you heard that he paid for the 2 kids' funeral.
That's what they said today, that when that happened, that he's the one that paid for their funerals.
And I think that's something that'll be used against him if he takes this all away.
I mean, but it's, like you said, it's a double-edged sword. But this happened on my watch, and I'm taking care of it. I really was sorry that it happened. And then white America turns around and indicts me for it.
Correct. Now, the only thing that might save him if the family steps up and say, hey, little baby, this wasn't his situation. Now that'll hurt him pretty bad, because of the family saying
that ain't gonna hurt. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna hurt the court system at all.
Well, if it's a trial, you trying to influence a jury.
Yeah, you're trying to influence a jury. I guarantee that the children's parents are not going to get on the stand and say it wasn't his fault. I don't care what funeral he paid for.
I don't know, OG. I definitely don't know, but I just know we don't know what can happen. We don't know what can happen. These private meetings, these situations of affairs, you just never know.
I know what Negroes do. I know when it comes to white America and going to court. Bro,
no, I definitely know you know about white America.
That's not a lot of happened, but going getting on that stand against anything in white America, that's not going to go down.
Wow, man,
that's not going to go down.
So even though allegedly he could have paid for both funerals, that's not going to be enough to put him on that stand.
So let's look at it like this: the average 13-year-old, right? The mother ain't past 40. So the mother ain't past 40. For them being out there, she ain't no educated. She's not an Einstein, right?
Right.
So either she's on welfare or getting some benefits or got a warrant. Do you think that she's going to get on the stand in white America and get her food stamps taken?
Wow. Now that's going far out, OG, but you're hitting on all cylinders, because where it was at and the situation and kind of where everything derived from, that you hitting on all cylinders, man. I listen, guys, you guys get in the comments and let us know. Do you feel like you agree with OG that hey, man, little baby, nobody's going to come, even if he did allegedly pay for the funeral? Do you think that the parents would step up and say, hey, man, it wasn't little baby's fault? Or do you feel like they're going to stray away because they don't want to even be dealing with it on that level because of the reaping certain benefits and dealing with certain things in life? They're not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. Let me know, guys. OG, I know you're going to be watching this close, and we're going to be covering this thing a lot. Like I said, I always enjoy talking about this stuff with you, because hey man, you come with some real points that, hey man, I'll be like, man, like I didn't even think about the fact of the government assistance. You going in. But I just know, like I said, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he up a creek without a paddle.
Wow. And like I said, I see the cars and stuff. Like you gotta, when I'm looking at the video that day of what they had. It's all kind of them trucks out there, the Tesla trucks. They got all the black SUVs is out there. They pulling up. And when they pull up, and it's a crowd of people, and everybody out there packed. and they for little baby situation, and somebody that a rival gang member come through and you know and shoot it up, and you know you in the wrong neighborhood, and you know that they know the politics of what's going on around there when it comes to the gang culture and the violence, yeah, they coming for you. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Man.
Well, hey, man, like I said, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, guys. Let us know what you think about this. The feds allegedly have picked up little baby, and he is in custody. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with this whole process? Do you not agree? Definitely praying for those families, man. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.